How do you scan a triple tray impression using a Shining 3D EX Pro desktop scanner? To begin, turn on your DS EX Pro scanner unit by using the button on the back of the unit. When that's turned on, navigate to the dental scan icon on your desktop and double-click it to open. Once that application opens, enter your email and password and sign in. Once you're signed in, locate the elevating plate for the scanner. Align the notch on the elevating plate to the notch on the scanner plate. It will only install one way. Before we continue with our scan, we'll want to make sure our scanner is calibrated. This is required anytime you move the scanner or make major lighting changes to your environment. In order to calibrate the scanner, come up here to the bullseye icon that shows the number of days since your last calibration. Click on it to open the menu. From your scanner accessory box, get the black velvet bag that contains your scanner calibration plate. As directed, ensure that the numbers on the back of the plate line up to your calibration file and software. Before installing the plate, removing the protective cover, and pressing the start button. The calibration process will take a little while, so we'll return when it's finished. When that calibration finishes, we will need to run the white balance calibration. Reopen the calibration menu, navigate to white balance calibration, reinstall the cover to your calibration plate, ensuring that both sides are seated all the way down, and press the start button. The white balance calibration is a much faster process and again should be performed after any major lighting changes to the room. When that calibration finishes, you can close the calibration menu and remove the calibration plate from the scanner. Put it back in its velvet bag and store it in your accessories box until the next time you need it. To begin scanning our order, we'll want to first create a new order and fill in any details about our patient, including their name. If the scan is just to be captured for record purposes, mark it with scan only. And enter information about the doctor and scanning technician as appropriate. Leave any notes in the notes field before marking one of the units as an anatomic crown and pressing finish. This will automatically mark an antagonist on the other arch. Set your scan type to impression and your occlusion type to triple tray. When you're happy with the setup for your order, press scan to begin. In order to mount your triple tray to the scanner, we will need to get the impression scanning plate and clip from the scanner accessory box. Install the scanner plate to the scanner by lining the notch in the plate up with the notch in the height adapting plate. Take your impression and, as directed by the software, ensure that the lower side of the impression faces up. Install this into the impression clip. Before installing the impression clip onto the impression plate. When you're happy with the setup of your impression, you can press Start Scan to begin scanning. Some impressions, due to their reflectivity, may require the application of a mattifying spray. To apply this, simply remove the cap, hold it 6 to 8 inches from your part, and spray over in a light, even coat before you begin scanning. When your scan completes, you'll have the opportunity to inspect it. Use the right mouse button to rotate, the scroll wheel to zoom in and out, and both mouse buttons to pan around the scene. You can interact with elements like the cut plane by clicking them with the left mouse button and dragging. You'll want to position the cut plane such that the scan plate is removed from your data. If you notice areas where the scanner did not adequately address areas of your impression, you can click the Intelligent Add-on button and then paint these areas using the provided brush before pressing Add Scan to have the scanner automatically try and add additional detail in these areas. When you're satisfied with the scan of your lower arch, press the Finish button. We will now need to flip the impression. Remove just the impression clip from the plate. Do not remove the impression from the impression clip. Flip the impression clip over and reinstall it to the impression scanning plate. If you need to, apply mattifying spray to the other side of the impression now. When you're ready, press Start Scan to scan the upper side of the impression. Once the scanner is finished, you'll have the same opportunity to inspect and make adjustments to your scan as you did with the lower. If you're happy with your scan, press Finish, wait for the scan to process, and press Finish again to move forward to the alignment stage. At this stage, your scans should come in automatically aligned as they have here. If they have not, and for example you see two separate wings or anything that would indicate to you they are not aligned, you can press the Realign button here to have the software automatically try and realign your scans. You should see one continuous arm as you do if you pick the impression up in real life. When you're satisfied, press Finish to continue. And then move to the pre-designed stage. Here, you'll be able to use the provided tools to edit the scan and remove any extraneous data. Once you're happy, press the Confirm button, and then press the button to go to send. Here, you will complete the standard lab prescription. Select Row Dental Laboratory as the target, and press Send. If you are not connected to Wi-Fi, the file will send the next time you have a Wi-Fi connection. That's about it.